Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of Barbie Dolls of the Week. This week I'm going to do a special Barbie video dedicated to a lady that I know here in Indianapolis named Annette. So Annette, this is for you, and I hope everyone else enjoys it as well, of course. But Annette is a big I Love Lucy fan, and I was telling her online recently that I have several I Love Lucy Barbies. They're not really Barbies, they're Lucy dolls, but made by Mattel. People sometimes think of that as a Barbie, but it's not. It's a Lucy doll. You know, years ago when they did Barbie as so and so, that was a Barbie doll. But these are just, in my opinion, called, something I call character dolls. So, with that, I looked it up, and there's a really good site, by the way, on barbiecollection.com or thebarbiecollection.com/gallery/Barbie loves Lucy, or just put in, like I did in Google, I Love Lucy Dolls Mattel, and this is what comes up. But I found that I didn't know this. I knew there were quite a few, but there are 23 different dolls or sets of dolls in the I Love Lucy set, including. So I'm going to show you 5 today. So you see, there are plenty that I don't have. Now, I wanted to mention that the one where Lucy and Ethel are in the chocolate or the candy factory, making candy and stuffing a lot of it in their mouths, I think I have that one, but I couldn't find it today, so I've got the other 5. So I'm going to start with the first one, which is this one, and they're all in the boxes, by the way. I don't have any out of the box, I don't believe. Um, this is the Vitamita Vegemin one, or as they call it in the actual title, Lucy Does a TV Commercial. And here is the back with the actual picture of Lucille Ball as I Love Lucy's character, um, and Lucy Ricardo. So here she is, and it tells you about the episode up here. So very nice box. The actual doll, I always liked this a lot. It's got, the bottle in her hand, and she's got her outfit that looks, very much like the outfit she had in that episode, and a big spoon, which I think she did have a pretty big spoon. And over here is the Vitamita Vegemin stand with the fake bottles. It's just cardboard, but and the sign and like a fake camera over here. So I always thought this was really well done, and it's a fairly good likeness of her. I wouldn't say excellent. Um, I like the makeup on this particular one. I think she looks really good. So yeah, I think this was a good one. And by the way, this was in 1998, or that's the box date, so it was out in 1999. So that's the first one. And then the second one, which I believe was from 2000. Let me just double check the date here. Yes, from 2000 is the Lucy's Italian Movie, and of course this is where they're actually in Italy in the episode, and she is stomping grapes. So this is what she wore, and they have some fake grape stuff behind her, and you can see the very red hair as usual. Um, I don't think this one is quite as good of a likeness, but it's still pretty good. And she's got the bare feet, and she's in a fake, what do they call that, like a vat for the grapes. Here is the back where you see the actual picture from the episode again, and let me see what it says. Lucy soaks up local color in a grape pressing vat. So it is called a vat. Didn't sound right at first, but it was. It says Lucy is just as beloved today as she was nearly 50 years ago when it premiered, seen daily by millions of viewers coast to coast and in dozens of countries worldwide. I Love Lucy is one of the greatest sitcoms of all time. So in this one, she is discovered by a famous Italian producer and decides to learn firsthand about grapes for the new film, Bitter Grapes. Wearing peasant clothes, she goes to a winery and is chosen to work in a grape pressing vat, but soon ends up in a grape throwing fight with another woman. Returning to the hotel, Lucy finds out that the movie had nothing to do with grapes. Ethel is chosen for the role instead, and Lucy has once again botched her chance at stardom. So that's this doll here. Okay, next one. Now this one is one of my favorites, if not my favorite, of the ones I have. This one is from the episode, it's episode 114, LA at Last. And also, by the way, if you notice, the box has changed. I like this box a lot better. It's much more solid. For instance, this box has a little beat up. These just don't hold together as well. I mean, if you hold them enough, you get these little things that go in and out, and it eventually causes some damage. There's a little bit of damage on this one when I got it. So I don't like those boxes as much, but these are much better that the next three are in. And I really like this one. Lucy dons a delightful disguise in Hollywood. Let's see, it says that the show was on from October of 51 till May of 57, and created 179 episodes. And this one, let's see, finds the foursome in Hollywood, and I'm trying to remember how this happens. She disguises herself with glasses and an oversized putty nose, which she manages to catch on fire and then comically extinguishes in a cup of coffee. This is with William Holden guest starring. So you can see here on the doll, on her nose, where she's got a burn mark on the end of her nose. So that, I just think this one is classic. And I love, love, love this outfit, especially the outer part. And I love that her hair is in that tied up handkerchief, for lack of a better word, or scarf. I'm not sure what to call that. I'm sure some of my viewers will know. You guys always have great input. So anyway, this one is an excellent doll. Here's the picture on the back, by the way, where she's actually dressed like that. Oh, and I love these glasses. I meant to mention that. Look at those glasses. I mean, it's got the rhinestones at the top. Great earrings that she's got on. I don't know if you can see those with the glare. I keep having glare on. There it is. You can see them pretty good there. And the teacup in her hand. It's just great. So I love this one. And this one was from let me see when this one was from. 2002 box date. Okay. So the fourth one, now this was a very funny episode. I absolutely remember. I remember all these, but especially this one, where Lucy is, of course, as usual, trying to get into the show. This is episode 116. Lucy gets in pictures, so she actually gets in a picture, and they give her this huge headdress to try and hold on her head and come down this staircase. In fact, here's a picture where she's falling. It's very heavy, and she can't keep it on her head, and it's just hysterical. I love this outfit. It's very fun and funny looking to go with the whole comedy aspect of it. And even her face is, I think it's a very good likeness. The only thing I don't like is her teeth look very strange here when you really look at it, especially the top teeth. The way that one is painted, I don't know if they all look like that, but it just looks a little weird. That's the only thing I don't like, though. But look at the beading on that headdress. I mean, it is amazing. And it's probably, I'm sure, let me see if I can take this one out of the box for a minute. Just sliding this out, because I'd really like to see what this looks like, if it'll come out. There it goes. Be careful with them. But these kind do slide out, usually. So here's without the plastic. You can get a better look that way. And this is not nearly as tall as the one in the show was, but it's got to fit in a box, so that's a little different. It's great fabric. You can feel the fabric here and the tights that she's got on. I'm assuming, by the way, her legs are bendable, but I don't know. Her arms are not, obviously. Also, they did come with stands and a certificate of authenticity back then, all the time, it seemed like. Even her shoes, I like her shoes, so they look like what I remember, and I like that, I love those realistic looking backdrops. So yeah, this is one of my favorites, too, one of those. And the last one today is, this one says, starring Lucille Ball and Desi Arnaz as Lucy and Ricky Ricardo. This is the 60th anniversary episode 4, and it's from The Diet. And this, by the way, is from 2011. This is the only set I have of the two of them together. And you can see, I think this is one of the best likenesses of her. I think they got better as the years went on, some of them. And Ricky looks pretty good too. But yeah, I'm pretty sure, I know I have had the one with Lucy and Ethel. I can't imagine getting rid of it, so I just couldn't find it, like I said, and I know it must be here. There's 2 pictures on the back of this one. This one I like because Ricky's hair is a little bit tousled, and you rarely saw that. It was always so controlled. And he looks a little more casual and just more like he's having fun, so that's good. I think it's because in this one he's wearing a hat, and he took the hat off, and his hair was a little tousled from that. So, but anyway, it looks good. And I also love the way Lucy looks in this picture, and the dress, the sparkle of the dress. I didn't realize it was green until much later when I saw this, or, you know, when CBS colorized it for those specials they do. Sometimes those look okay and sometimes they don't. But anyway, yeah, it is what it is. I wanted to mention that a couple of the special ones on this site that I've seen and I knew about them was, you know, they had that one Christmas episode that was not part of the regular rotation, but they have a Christmas show, Santa Fred, from 2009. And they also had another Santa, let's see, Ricky as Santa, 2008. And a couple of the sets I wanted to mention from the little Kelly dolls. They're usually a pair. They have the one where Lucy and Ethel dressed as aliens. That is so cute, also from 2009. And the one where Ethel and Lucy were in Paris and they were trying on those bizarre looking fashions. And they've got the little Kellys of those. They also have the big Kelly of, not big Kelly, big Lucy. Lucy gets a Paris gown from 2005, I think it is. So a great group of dolls. I just think Mattel did an excellent job in general. There's several. I mean, I would love to get a lot of these others, like the one where she's got the fruit on her head and she looks like a flamenco dancer. That's Be a Pal Lucy from 2004. So yeah, I mean, when you see all these, and of course, they're not usually that expensive on eBay, I have to say this. So I encourage you, if you're a Lucy fan or if you just like these dolls, to try and get some. And in the meantime, I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. And I look forward to talking with you guys next week on the next Barbie Dolls of the Week. And Annette, I hope you've enjoyed this. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.